This is Adrian Hart with your Southeast Colorado news on seconews.org. We're at the top of Bishop's Castle in Rye, Colorado. One of our favorite landmarks, tourism attractions. You can see this pulley was used to haul the rocks up for the tower I'm standing on.
So much higher. Little ball.
The goats are a popular addition. Bishop's Castle in Rye, Colorado. Here's the reason why they have warning signs to climb at your own risk.
All right.
This is Adrian Hart with your Southeast Colorado news on seconews.org at one of my favorite locations in Colorado, Bishop's Castle. Hand built by Jim Bishop since he was 15 years old. I've been watching it go up for decades since I was a young child. Of course, coming up here, taking family trips to see the progress each summer, spring. We hope you, of course, make it up here just outside of Rye, Colorado to see Bishop's Castle. Certainly one of Colorado's coolest attractions. Mr. Bishop just around the corner telling tales of building a castle by hand. His son's working on a gift shop and actually doing some new construction just over here. Sticks out like a sore thumb to me. Fine woodwork. When most of the castle's built out of wrought iron and stonework, hand cut and carved beautifully over a lifetime. He bought the property when he was 15 years old, and every time I've been here, he has been here building on his castle. We can see the highway from here. The gatehouse. Like these people were saying, we haven't even gotten to the castle yet. But here's the new construction. That's why I'm doing this video, to highlight the new woodwork going on. Jim Bishop's son above head right now, working on it. Couple feature articles coming up on Bishop's Castle. Going to take a closer look at his built not bought masterpiece just outside of Rye in the San Isabel National Forest.
Hey, would you unlock the car for Trey? Joe, did you get my purse?
Highly trafficked by tourists. As he's told me, it's built with his bare hands and a donation box. One of my favorite features, the stained glass windows of Bishop's Castle. Of course, you can buy a memorial pane of stained glass, or you can hold a wedding here. When I was in college, we used to throw raves here until they said we couldn't anymore. So if you get up here outside of Rye, Colorado, please make a donation. Privately owned and built. Highly trafficked. One of Colorado's feature destinations. Bishop's Castle in Rye, Colorado. I'm Adrian Hart on seconews.org. We're at Bishop Castle in Rye, Colorado. Current Guinness World Record holder for the tallest castle constructed by one man, Jim Bishop. Of course, his son has carried on the legacy and been adding on to surrounding structures, but he's kept the castle as built by Dad, and I'm sure he's helped lay some stone. An amazing landmark in southeast Colorado. We're going to do a walkthrough, kind of talk about it as we go. You can see he's got a cart fastened to rails here for hauling rock up the castle. Very notable construction feature of Bishop Castle is the built-in methods for hauling the rock and the materials that Jim used for its construction, just like these iron rails, pulley system. The pulley system, of course, I remember when I was a kid, watching him utilize his pickup truck to pull the basket of rocks up the rails to the next story. The very top, you can actually see he's got a pulley and winch system, pulley system for hauling the rock up the side of the castle all the way to the top of those towers. In fact, you can see remnants of a pulley system right there next to the dome. Good time standing in that thing when the wind blows. You can see it's fire-breathing dragon, where in years past he actually has stoked a fire and had it breathe fire and smoke. Pretty cool. You can hear the ever popular drone overhead. Very popular spot to bring your drone and get some footage. Bishop's Castle right here in Rye, Colorado. Next, we're going to take a look at the interior. Okay guys, we're on the back side of Bishop Castle. So you can come pay your respects to Harvey. Bishop Castle, really a family memorial for a lot of families here. We'll take a look at the stained glass room here in just a minute as we head in to see inside Bishop Castle. You can see some of that beautiful stained glass work here. Down in the basement there. We're going to check out this stained glass room. One of my favorite spots here. Here's a very angelic Betty Boop. Gorgeous stained glass work. As I mentioned earlier, a fundraiser and memorial project here within the castle. Very neat stuff here. There's the washing machine, huh? The wrought ironwork is just gorgeous. Jim Bishop, certainly a craftsman. Not much to compare his craft to. as this place is very one of a kind. Of course, I did a photo gallery of this room on seconews.org years ago. You can check it out. But I had to come back and do the walkthrough here. Of course, one of our other videos is a lightning fast walk to the top. We're going to keep checking out the stained glass here. Just kind of keeps going and going. And we have a whole nother section over here. Beautiful memorials here in the stained glass room at Bishop Castle. If you haven't made it here, it's worth seeing it in person. A very neat room. We'll check out the next level. Taking a look at the main floor, the Grand Hall, commonly called the church here at Bishop Castle. It is quite the open floor plan in this main room here. And you can see he's got more stained glass featured. It's beautiful stained glass work. One of the many unique architectural features here at Bishop Castle. I'll show you some of these high arches here. course, they do weddings in here. I've seen a music video in here. And in the early 2000s, 20 years ago, he used to let the college kids come up here and have raves. Ironwork really built in with the masonry. This room is really incredible. You can see the fireplace here. Here's where they've got all their tables and chairs and stuff set up for when they have events. You can see the fireplace. The chimney's built up into that metal dragon head. Hand built by one man, spent most all of his life on it since he was a kid. Got his hands on the land. I believe they said when he was 17. We're going to take a walk around the outside balcony here at Bishop Castle. This railing all ironwork. And we're just outside of the Grand Hall room, and you can really get around the whole structure now on this catwalk, if you will, balcony. Here's where we just were. And of course, beautiful views all around of the San Isabel National Forest. This main story balcony, really a lot of fun for folks when they come to visit the castle. You could see right through the floor. And when the wind blows, it shakes a little. When kids run on it, it shakes even more. This catwalk curves its way all the way around. Thought I could get to the big concrete stairs over here, but yeah, we can. Here they are. Here's how you get down. You can see we've just completely circled the big grand hall. Here's how you go down the fast way. If we circle around and look up here, it's got this little stairway that seems to go to nowhere. Of course, I remember when I was a kid, we would come watch Jim work on the castle, and he'd use this stairway to get to that ladder. He'd climb up that ladder and he'd work on the glass cathedral ceiling there. Quite the spectacular spot in Rye, Colorado, in the middle of the San Isabel National Forest. Guinness World Record holding tallest castle built by a single man, Bishop Castle. We'll take that quick stare down. And it is steep.